With GTA Online's new DLC, many of the businesses and activities actually got buffs to the payouts. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you the new top 5 best businesses in GTA 5 Online as of 2022. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So this list is in no specific order, but at the number 5 spot, we have the CEO Crate Warehouse. Now this business has been in the game for a very long time, and most players at one point in time did this business. Now there are 3 sizes of warehouse that you can buy for this business, with a large warehouse being able to hold 111 crates, which sells for $2.2 million when full. Now unfortunately, sourcing the crates isn't free though. With this business, you have to pay to source crates, and the missions are very simple. Just drive or fly to the location, collect the crate, then deliver them to the warehouse. Now I would highly recommend that you do this in a solo session, as you can only carry 1 crate at a time, so multiple trips back and forth from the location will be required, and players could in theory steal the crates, which would eat away at your profits. Now basically, to source 3 crates, it will cost you $18,000, and there's a small cooldown on sourcing crates, so do a small activity like a headhunter or a sightseer when waiting for the crate cooldown to be done. Now in total though, to fill in a 111 crate warehouse, it will cost you $665,000, but will then sell for $2.2 million. Now for many this may seem like a huge grind, especially if you are a solo player, as multiple trips to collect crates is quite mind-numbing, and I won't lie, I do agree with you. But at least it's only 1 delivery vehicle, and now with the new DLC, you can easily sell this business in private lobbies, so you basically will be making the sale every single time, and the sell missions don't really have any challenging elements to them, and delivery vehicle options are pretty speedy as well, so you can get these missions done very quickly and safely. So overall, the crate warehouse business is very solo friendly, but is quite grindy, so if you have time, then definitely do this business. The arcade business is next up here at the number 4 spot, and is one of my favorite businesses in the entire game, as it gives you access to the Diamond Casino heist. Now the Diamond Casino heist is very similar to the Kaioperico heist, where you have to work your way into the main vault with the option to approach the heist in a variety of ways. Now for example, some of these options include all guns blazing or sneaking in, so there is definitely replayability with this business. Now you can also upgrade your arcade itself significantly with new arcade machines and new styles to make the area look much better, and also earn passive income from the arcade machines. Now the heist itself is very easy to do, and the setups are also very straightforward. Now the only downside being is that you need at least 1 other person to trigger the heist, but there are hundreds of players willing to help you online right now. So the maximum payout from the Diamond Casino heist is $3,619,000 when looting diamonds on hard mode, which is really good. Now obviously it will usually be lower, as getting diamonds as the primary target objective is quite rare, but with the help of the replay glitch for this heist will, in short, help you skip all of these setups, and suddenly this pretty good money making method becomes completely broken and becomes just slightly worse than Kaioperico. And I was actually shocked when I was speaking to some friends about this heist, but they said they had never done the casino heist before, even though it's one of the best ways to make money in the entire game. So if you're a big fan of heists, or just playing with friends, or you just want something that's not Kaioperico, then this business is right for you. The business I am about to speak about is my second favorite in the entire game, and that's the bunker. Now a business that is super easy to run and can pay huge amounts of money. In short, you need to turn supplies into weapons, then sell them to the buyers all across the map. Now you can either steal supplies, which is free but will take about 10 or 15 minutes to steal, or you can buy full supplies for $75,000. Now just like nearly every other business, this business is better with more people, but it can be very good even for solo players. So a little tip for solo players: sell before your product bar passes 1.5 bars, as after that the chance of you getting multiple delivery vehicles is quite high, and that's a huge inconvenience. Now this business also has a few upgrades which I would recommend, including staff upgrade, equipment upgrade, and these both improve the efficiency and speed and also the overall value of the weapons being produced. Then the security upgrade helps to reduce the chances of a business raid. Now business raids are by far one of the worst features Rockstar has ever added, as the missions to actually stop the business raid are very annoying, and the chances of you actually losing all your product and potentially hours of hard work is pretty high, won't lie. Although these business raids, even without the upgrades, happen very rarely, and I have only had 1 or 2 raids in my entire time playing this game, so they aren't really a major concern for you guys. But how much does this business pay? Well, for a full bunker, you can get roughly $1.15 million, but that doesn't include any of the percent bonus for each player, which stacks up to 25%, meaning you could actually make even more than the $1.15 million. And the best thing about this business is that you don't really have to do anything. You can just buy supplies, then wait for the staff to get to work, and during that time you can do other activities which will make you money whilst your weapons and product is being produced, making this one of the easiest and simplest, but at the same time best businesses in the entire game. Vehicle cargo used to be the go-to solo business in the game before Kaioperico came along, and still to this day is a very good business for all players. Now it works slightly differently to the others in this list, so I will just do a quick rundown of how it works for those who are unaware. So basically, the whole purpose of the business is to steal and fix up cars and then sell them to buyers who will pay you a varying amount of money depending how good the car is. Now there are 3 tiers for these cars, which helps you understand what sort of return you'll be getting when you sell the vehicles. So first we have the standard range, which is the lowest range, and you should just keep these in the storage space as they don't sell for very much, only a measly $30,000, which in the grand scheme of things is not much at all. Then we have the middle range, the mid-range cars, as it says in the name, mid-range, and are slightly better, selling for a profit of $50,000. But once again, I do suggest you don't sell them either, as high-end cars are the ones that give you the serious profit. So now we have top range cars. These are the best of the best and sell for a profit of $80,000 for only a few minutes of work. Now there is a trick to get top range cars every single time when you're sourcing vehicles, and it's very straightforward. So basically, anytime you source a car and you see its top range, sell it immediately through the specialist dealer on the laptop inside of the vehicle warehouse. But if it's a standard range or mid-range car, keep it in the vehicle warehouse until you have a warehouse full of standard range and mid-range cars. And when this warehouse is full, the game will only source you top range vehicles, so you will be making super easy $80,000 every single time, guaranteed, unless you crash on the delivery missions. Now unfortunately, talking about delivery missions, this business isn't all sunshine and rainbows, as when you're actually delivering your vehicle, other players and NPCs can actually damage your vehicle, which further eats away into your profits. And Rockstar has coded the AI drivers to act very suspiciously when you are doing these delivery missions and the sourcing missions as well. So watch out for cars when doing these missions. They will do random U-turns and suddenly switch lanes on you, or randomly just try to spin you out by like hitting the corner of your car. So drive fast but clean. So that means being aware of your surroundings at all times, because some random NPC may just spawn to the side of you and T-bone you. But overall, this business is great for all players, including solo players, which is very nice. This last business is one most of you more experienced players could have seen from a mile away, and that's the Kosatka or Kaioperico heist. Now, this is by far the most profitable business in GTA Online, and it makes every other business look bang average. So the Kosatka gives the player access to the Kaioperico heist. Now, you will have to do some simple setups, but after that, you will be making millions of dollars every single hour. Similarly to the casino heist, there is a massive, super broken replay glitch, which allows players to completely skip all the prep missions, meaning you can actually do the main heist over and over and over again to your heart's content, and it's not bannable. Now, an average run for me personally takes about 12 minutes for the heist, and in that time I can make about $1.6 million, or multiply that by 5 and you can be making about $8 million per hour, or potentially even more, as I'm a pretty average player at the game, so better players will be able to fit in more runs during this hour period. Now, there are also a variety of approach methods with Kaioperico, which makes the heist fresh and does add different challenge opportunities, as each approach, in my opinion, has a different level of difficulty, with the Kosatka drainage tunnel being the simplest method, which is the go-to for most players. But I would suggest trying out all the approach methods first, as you want to be able to experience all the available content in the game before abusing the Kosatka drainage tunnel. Now, the only downside to Kaioperico is that after you've done it a few times, when you go back to do other businesses such as the bunker or the vehicle warehouse, it feels like you are not making enough money or anywhere near the amount Kaio is paying out. So I suggest you go easy on Kaio and try to only do Kaioperico when you are saving up for a new DLC, for example, or desperately need cash for a business. But overall, if you are a solo player or as part of a group, the Kaioperico heist is the best business in the game, hands down. And with the only investment needed for this business is a small $2.2 million for the Kosatka submarine itself. That's all for today's video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe for more GTA Online content. Now, please leave in the comment section below your favorite business. It doesn't necessarily have to be the highest paying, but just your favorite business in general. Mine, in my personal opinion, is probably the vehicle warehouse, as I don't know, I just love it to bits. But thanks for watching guys, like and subscribe, and take care everyone.